Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and today we're going to finally extend our harbour area on the right hand side by extending this pier and adding some warehousing. Now, as you can see, I've already put down a number of base plates just to extend the sea out and the grey edge out onto this second table. And like most Lego fans in Lego cities, I use IKEA tables, but I use the adjustable legs, which have this bit you can wind up and therefore adjust the length like a telescopic action. And that just means that I can make my tables at any differential in height I want in order to get that 3D effect. So I think the first thing is to get down all the remaining old grey quayside pieces, those 3D 16 by 16 pieces, and extend out this pier. So the first step was to put this pier in with 6 more 16 by 16 pier pieces in the old grey, and I took care wherever there are bits of grey showing through on the edging to use old grey plates and tiles to make sure it's consistent. And then I've got drains periodically, a black and yellow hazard line of tiles, occasional hanger piece with dustpan and brush, a little bit more foliage in a different colour, and I've continued with the lighting on this wall that's consistent all the way right to the very end here. Also got the larger yellow barriers on the quayside itself with the water, and chain pieces periodically, which is the longer chain, just going down, breaking up that edge and giving it a lot more detail. Good. Next, I think we need some cranes. And what I've got for cranes are 2 of these. Now these use the crane supports from the Intercoastal Seaport set from 1991. That's set 6541, and the part number for one of these yellow supports is 2641. They're quite hard to get hold of. I had to get mine from Holland or Germany, or both, but I really just love the shape of these. So these are the bases that I want to include, and I've made holes for them already, and I've put some nice hazard stickers on already, so they will be, I haven't pushed them down firmly yet, but they will be breaking up that pier with cranes, because whenever you see a busy seaport there's always cranes all over the place. And I've also used the fact that these have got yellow tile like feet to count as a yellow tile in this black, yellow, black warning line. So let's put those in and put the actual crane bodies on the top as well. And here's the next step. 2 matching cranes, both from set 60098, the heavy haul train set from 2015. Now this gives us 3 of the cranes with the large grabbers, which I like a lot. I think they had a lot of colour, and they've got the visible play feature and so on to wind them up and down. So I'm really happy with those. On the other side of the harbour, when we get to it, over here, we'll do some different types of cranes later on. So what I'll put on next is the Ferry, which is set 60119. It's from 2016 and had 301 pieces, retailing for £25 or $30. I've added a second car, this yellow one from set 8404, where the man has just got out of it, and the woman in the car that came with the set nice red convertible, will be coming on to the ferry from the slip road over here. Fantastic, so that's a second big boat in the harbour, and we've got the red car just coming onto the ferry from the slip road, the yellow one parked up at the front already, and we've even got the ferry captain hanging out of his cabin and drinking a nice mug of tea. Next, I think we'll put something in this area, and I've got a large warehouse earmarked for that spot. So let's do that. This is the warehouse from set 4856, Doc Ock's Hideout. That's a Spider-Man set from 2004. Yeah, it went for £40 or $50 and had 486 pieces. Now you can pick one of these up on eBay for a similar amount today, but the good thing is that they come with 5 minifigures, including a good Spider-Man and Doc Ock himself and so on. And what I did was, because I didn't want those figures, was to sell them back on eBay, meaning that I got each of these for about £20 or even less. I think it was about £10 net, the other one, after all the fees and so on. So it was really cheap. Now the set's only got one of these 2 warehouse halves. They are identical, but I've built them mirrored, so they've both got their open side along the middle axis and a solid wall on both of the sides. The roofs are removable very easily. Just lift off. And there's a great big space in there. You can see the fencing is continuing behind there, giving it a back wall as well. And I've got this great big space to play with. So you can probably guess what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to turn it into another baddie's hideout. So good. Let me put these back on. So I do think these warehouses are really good looking. I think they've got fantastic window stickers and this sort of Pier 56 sticker on top of each door. They've both got a really nice pier, so we could have a baddie boat or a villain's boat moored up if we wanted. I've put a rat on, a chain, and this keep out sign just for added effect. And the original play feature is still intact, and if you pull off this tab, then the 2 halves of the wall fall one to each side, exposing a great big hole. So in addition to the ferry and the cranes, I've also added a forklift truck driven by a female stevedore with some cargo boxes on a pallet. And they've all got the logo of Dr. Inferno's gang, which will probably be the gang that has the double warehouse at the end. Another detail further down the line is we've got somebody sloping off work. They've just parked their little buggy with its cargo on the back, and he's taken the time to hide behind this crane and do a bit of fishing. He's already got one in a box, and there's a seagull who looks pretty interested in it. I really couldn't be happy with how this has turned out. We've achieved quite a lot today. Everything from the ferry with the 2 cars loading, the forklift truck with its illicit cargo for the warehouse, the 2 cranes, the extended pier, the person fishing while sloping off work, and of course this fantastic double warehouse. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, I think we'll either be populating my latest evil lair with lots of baddies, or we'll be continuing the harbour but doing the left side, where I'm going to have some piers running perpendicular to what we've got so far. See you next time!